Hello everyone and welcome to the season premiere of Brutality. My name is A-Lex and I hope you're ready for a tremendous night of action, and we're starting it off in the tag team division as these two men making their way to the ring, DIY, look to topple the Bullet Club here in our first match of Season 2. I hope you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and comment your thoughts on the video if you indeed do like it. And I hope you enjoy today's episode, the start of Season 2. This is a big show, folks. The card is stacked from top to bottom as we see Gallows and Anderson make their way to the ring. AJ Styles will be accompanying them at ringside during this match. After this, we're going to have Kenny Omega taking on Roderick Strong. Santana and Ortiz will take on The Bar. AJ Lee, Kairi Sane, and Rhea Ripley will battle in a triple threat match. And Pete Dunne will take on CM Punk in the first round of the King of Brutality tournament tonight in our main event. I hope you enjoy the new logos for Brutality, the new ring. If you checked out Season 1, it is a considerable, that's the word I'm looking for, difference with the look of the ring and the logos. As you see AJ Styles out there on the outside with his fresh new cut. And I definitely think this is a big improvement from the first season. Now, Luke Gallows and Tommaso Ciampa are the two legal men in the ring. Gallows. Uh-oh, look at this. Tommaso trying to use his strength to lift up Gallows, but Gallows able to reverse. Takes him down to the apron with that suplex. But Tommaso quickly back into the ring, and he's able to hit the fireman's carry takedown on Gallows, looking again for the suplex, but again he makes the same mistake and ends up going neck first off the apron. And we all know the neck issues that Tommaso Ciampa has had in the past. The first cover of the matchup, and it's a kick out for Tommaso. Looks like Gallows here. He is going over to his corner to tag out to the machine gun, Carl Anderson, who is now the legal man, or legal man I should say. There you see our new referee over there, the daughter of David Caff, our senior official, and her name is Stephanie Caff, and she is refereeing her very first match here tonight. She's doing a damn good job as she gets down for the cover very quickly. Only a 1 count though, before Tommaso would kick out, and now hits a bulldog on Carl Anderson. He tags out to Johnny Gargano, a tag from Anderson to Gallows. Now Gallows and Gargano are the two legal men as the Magic Killer connects on Tommaso Ciampa. Oh, and Luke Gallows, in her very first match, has ran into Stephanie Caff, and she's in a lot of pain on the mat. We might need an EMT for Stephanie here in this one. Not even the referees are safe here in Brutality. It doesn't matter if this is your debut. Wow, what a way to start her career. Luckily, I think she's gained her bearings and is back up, but she's bleeding from the head. My God, what a start to her career. As Gallows again hits one of those suplexes on the apron, this time to Gargano. Gargano's fired up though. Chop to the chest of the big man. Another one. Now, Gallows though able to take Gargano down, and again with a big super kick. Off the ropes he goes, but Gargano back up before he can connect with any kind of move there. Double team attempt, but Luke Gallows fights off both men. Now Anderson, or I should say Tommaso, attacking the arm of Gallows. He tags out to Anderson. Anderson and Tommaso, the two legal men. As you look at AJ Styles watching on the outside of the ring, he'll be cheering for his boys, who went 2-3 last year in tag team competition. And DIY, they, on the other hand, went 2-2, so very evenly matched here when it comes to records from last season. And there we see the air raid crash. Tommaso Ciampa with a cover. 1, and a kick out at 1. Surprising, as that is one of Tommaso Ciampa's biggest moves. Now Gallows and Anderson both in the ring. Here we go, Magic Killer, but it's in DIY's corner. Gallows lifts him back up. Big lariato. A huge punch right to the throat, it looked like. Tommaso, luckily for him, was able to tag out to Johnny Gargano. Gargano in now with the chops to the chest. Look at the strength of Gargano. Now reversed into a suplex by Gallows. Gallows with a huge super kick. Off the ropes, no. Gargano's up first. Tag out to Anderson. AJ Styles last year was our very first BPWF heavyweight champion, where he defeated Jon Moxley to become champion. And he would have a hell of a reign that would end on the season finale when he lost the title in the BPWF Elimination Rumble. And Minoru Suzuki, of course, is our current champion now. But AJ will get a shot against Minoru Suzuki on or in the King of Brutality tournament coming up in a few weeks. And if you don't know, in the King of the Brutality tournament, it is the world champion will have to defend his title in each match, in each round. So that means that if Minoru Suzuki loses his match in the first round, that would mean that AJ Styles is the champion, and Styles would have to defend the championship in the second round, and so on. So that's how that works. So AJ will be getting a shot at the title in 3 weeks' time. Tommaso Ciampa now attacking the arm of the big guy, but that doesn't matter. Luke Gallows with the double choke slam. Thankfully for Tommaso, his partner was able to stop it. And now Gargano took out Anderson. Tommaso continuing to bring the attack, bring the fight to Luke Gallows. They lock up. Gallows with a big knee right to the midsection. Off the ropes he goes. Body splash. That is 300 pounds landing on the back of Tommaso Ciampa. Huge super kick again. The super kick has been a big weapon for Gallows, but Ushigoroshi by Ciampa, dropping the head right on the steel knee brace. And now Gargano fighting off both men. Now Gargano lifts up Anderson, locks up DDT. Gargano looking to get a win for DIY. He sent off the rope, caught with a huge backbreaker there. Punch to the head by Anderson, forearm by Gargano. These two dishing it out like there's no tomorrow. Big lariato, big enziguri. Both men are down. 13 minutes in this matchup. There are no disqualifications, no rope breaks. 30-minute time limit. And we are almost halfway done that time limit as Anderson gets up to his feet. Gallows takes down Johnny Gargano. Huge super kick again. Off the ropes. Massive splash incoming. No, Gargano moved out of the way. Forearm to the face. And now the side headlock applied to Luke Gallows. Luke Gallows able to fight him off though. Chop to the chest by Gargano. Forearm by Gargano. Gargano fighting on valiantly, but Gallows just too strong, too big. And a huge choke slam. Super kick by Gargano. That's the opening he needed. He tags out to Tommaso. Oh, but Tommaso gets taken out with the big boot. Gargano up and down with the powerbomb. Gallows is a one-man wrecking crew right now. Submission applied by Tommaso Ciampa, but Gallows was able to get out of it. Gallows sent it to the corner. Tommaso looking for a move here, but Gallows with the headbutt creates separation and allows for him to get the tag out to his partner Carl. Carl though gets taken down by Tommaso, and now a chop to the chest. Off the ropes goes Anderson, gets caught with the drop toe hold, and now what is Tommaso looking for? Oh my god, what a Liger bomb! Thankfully for Anderson though, his tag team partner Gallows was right there to break up the pin. Anderson and Tommaso continuing to drive their fists and their feet into the face of the other. Anderson tags. Gallows is the legal man, but Tommaso is fighting off both men. A super kick from Tommaso, and that's something you see every day out of his playbook. He's got to do Whatever it takes to get the win here. Off the ropes he goes. Huge bicycle kick. The cover. 1, 2. Stephanie Castle's right there. Here we go. What is Anderson, or I should say Gallows, going to do now? Oh, he gets taken out by Tommaso. And Tommaso with the advantage. Big strength. Barely got him up, but was able to, and drops him with the backdrop suplex. Tommaso tags out to Gargano. Gargano and Tommaso were both taken down there, and now Gallows of a high angle back suplex. Now he looks for a tag. He gets the tag. And in comes Anderson. Gargano is in a world of hurt right now. He's not in a good position. And he gets sent to the outside by Anderson. Anderson decides to just come back into the ring. Gargano, though, was able to get back in as well. He gets sent into the corner. Running kick to the head by Anderson. Anderson sends Gargano into his own corner. Might have been a mistake there as Gargano able to counter into a DDT. Now both men down in DIY's corner. Drop kick to the back by Gargano. Gargano throws Anderson to the outside. He's going to go out there with him. So will Tommaso. And now they're looking to double team him on the outside here. But Anderson able to break it up with that neck breaker. Now look at this. Gallows and Anderson with a magic killer on Tommaso. What a brawl. This match is getting out of hand quickly. As we get to the 10 count, they have a count of 20 to get back into the ring. Gallows is back in. So is Gargano. But that's not the legal man. Tommaso Ciampa needs to get back into the ring. He does. Or I should say Anderson it was, not Tommaso. And now Anderson with the stun gun. Now he goes behind. No, countered by Gargano. What a war, what a match to kick off Season 2. This is what you can expect every single week from the Brutality Pro Wrestling Federation. Huge discus lariat. The cover, 1 and 2 and 3. No, I thought it was over. I thought it was done. I thought DIY had the win, but I thought wrong. Tag by Anderson to Gallows. Gallows gets lifted up. Great strength by Tommaso Ciampa. He's ripped, and he used all that strength to hit the air raid crash, and now the arm bar locked in. But Anderson able to save his partner from certain doom, from maybe possibly a broken arm. Gallows with a huge power bomb. Gallows lifts Tommaso back up into a lariat. Tommaso still trying to fight Gallows off, but Gallows just too strong, too overbearing, too overwhelming. But then again, another air raid crash connects by Tommaso. He's too hurt to capitalize though. Here's the cover a little late, and Anderson was right there to break it up. Ciampa needs to get out of the club's corner. Another air raid crash. Both men down, both men back up. Tommaso finally getting that much needed tag. All 4 men in the ring as Tommaso fights off both members of the club. Now, Northern Light suplex with the bridge. 1, 2, 3. DIY start off Season 2 with a huge victory over the Bullet Club, and they start things off 1-0. And you gotta know that they definitely have that tag team championships held in mind, and they get a big win here. But now it's time for our next match right now. That's right, it's the cleaner, Kenny Omega, taking on the new leader of the Undisputed Era since Adam Cole lost a loser leaves Brutality match last year. So Roderick Strong is in here tonight, filling in for Adam Cole, going to be taking over as the new leader here of the Undisputed Era. Meanwhile, Kenny Omega lost his friends, his partners, the Young Bucks, to a Losers League Brutality match last year, and Kenny Omega almost had to leave Brutality as well. He fought Killian Dane last year to attempt to stay in Brutality, as he had one of the worst records. Up until then, he was, I believe, 0-3, but he was somehow able to beat Big Bad Killian Dane and get his first win of the season in the season finale in Season 1. So Kenny Omega looking to have a much better year this year, whereas Roderick Strong looks to make a good example as the new leader of the Undisputed Era. Quick backslide there as you get a look over there on the right side of your screen. Bobby Fish, Kyle O'Reilly watching on and trying to attempt at least to judge their new leader and see if he has what it takes to lead them to victory in Brutality. Oh, look at this. Kenny Omega just grinding his elbow into the face of Roderick Strong. Roderick, though, is back up. Roderick and Omega, two men who have never fought before in a Brutality ring. Oh, huge uppercut right to the throat, it looked like, by Roderick Strong. He gets taken down with that scoop and a slam, and then the kick to the chest by Omega. Roderick Strong, though, was back up. Oh, and he gets dropped right on his head with that snap rana by the cleaner. Now, they lock up. Roderick Strong takes him down. What's Roderick looking for here? He looks, at least, it seems like he was going for a submission hold there as he continues to work on the leg of Kenny Omega. Omega was able to avoid the submission, but not the dragon screw, and then the kick to the back. Now Omega lifts him up. Brainbuster on the apron. Roderick Strong, I don't know how he got up so quickly and back into the ring. Kenny Omega is bringing out a new force within himself to try and have a better year this year. He does not want to have his back against the wall all year like last year. In fact, I thought that Kenny Omega was going to be one of the top stars here in Brutality, but that was not to be. Kenny Omega ended up having one of the worst years of his career, and he wants to start it off on a much better note here this year. Now look at these two warriors of the squared circle battling. Huge moonsault. That was pretty. 1, 2, and it was pretty much done, but Roderick Strong able to get his shoulder up. Kenny Omega tells him he can't escape as he hits the rolling senton. Goes behind one wing. No! Great wrath! But Kyle O'Reilly up on the apron, distracting Stephanie Caff, and she is a rookie. She's going to fall for things like this. Her father's going to have a stern talking to her as to pay attention to what's going on in the ring. But as we focus here on the action, Kenny Omega with the advantage over Roderick Strong, but he gets sent off the ropes. Leapfrog by Roderick. He goes off the ropes. Both men collide. And Roderick Strong was the one who fell down. Kenny Omega, he's fired up. He has something in mind. He goes off the ropes, looking for the V-trigger, but no, it's countered with a kick to the midsection by Roderick Strong, and now the rolling knee bar. Action so fast, so crazy that I can barely keep up here. And we're only in our second match of the night. If this one is this good, you can only imagine what the rest of the matches are going to be like. There it was, the LA Shoto. Now Kenny Omega up on the top rope. Big missile dropkick right to the face. Knee right to the face. Not exactly a V-trigger, but it was a knee. Now, looking for the J-Driller. No, countered into a backslide. Center of the ring, but Kenny Omega was able to quickly kick out. Roderick Strong sent into the corner by Omega. Omega lifts him up, places him up on the top rope. Looking for a superplex. No, countered by Roderick Strong, who drops Kenny Omega face first on the mat from the top. And somehow, someway, Kenny Omega was able to come back. Big forearm to the face of Roderick Strong. He goes behind, looking for a German suplex. Maybe no, it's countered by Roderick Strong with the back elbow into the stalling suplex. But Roderick Strong has taken so much damage, Kenny Omega was able to get back up first. Omega sent into the corner. Roderick running in. No, Omega catches him. Roderick sends Omega into the corner. Running. Big knee. Right to the face. Omega has been knocked loopy. Roderick Strong from behind. Backbreaker. Goes behind again. Kenny Omega with the standing switch. Kreutz ref. 1, 2. No. Roderick Strong kicked out again. Up goes Omega, and down goes Omega on the apron. And he ends up on the outside of the ring, but makes his way back into the ring. And now, Kenny gets caught. by Roderick Strong in the torture rack. My God, Kenny Omega's body bending in a way it's not supposed to. Got dropped on the knee, but Kenny Omega back up, looking to retaliate with a feet trigger. The color, Stephanie Cath is there. 1, 2, and 3. Kenny Omega starts off on the right foot this year, making sure of that. And Roderick Strong not having the best of beginnings for the Undisputed Era, the best of his, or the best way to start his new leadership here of the Undisputed Era. But what a match that was, as we look for some more tag team action with 2 new fighters here in Brutality coming up next. That's right. You may know them as Proud and Powerful from AEW. It's Santana and Ortiz, and they are taking on the Bar here in their very first debut match. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, Santana and Ortiz are here in Brutality, and they look to start their Brutality careers with a bang, as they could beat the Bar, a team that had a very decent year last year, going 2-3, so they did have more losses than wins, but when they did perform in that ring, they showed how tough they were, and they showed their resilience. They are 2 of the toughest fighters here in Brutality, so Santana and Ortiz have a big chance to prove themselves here tonight and show the world why they belong in the BPWF. As we see Sheamus and Cesaro make their way down to the ring, they indeed are in fantastic shape as always, as the crowd lets them hear it. They are excited. I am excited, and I hope you are too, for more tag team action here on Brutality. Now, Sheamus starts things off by countering Santana there, but Santana able to counter, sends Sheamus to the outside. Sheamus looking for a backdrop, but instead it's countered into a bulldog by Santana. Now Santana lifts up Sheamus, drops him down with the stalling suplex on the outside. We might get a count out. Not even a minute into the match up here, as Stephanie is up to a count of 10, and these 2 men still battling on the outside. Backdrop by Sheamus. He got dropped hard on the floor to Santana, but he gets back into the ring at the count of 14. So does Sheamus, and both these men in the tag already. All 4 men in the ring now, as the Bar go to work on Proud and Powerful. They're definitely attempting to ruin this debut for them, as Cesaro able to take down Ortiz with the drop to hold. Ortiz back up though, and shows his power with the scoop slam. European uppercut, a staple of Cesaro's offense, and this is another signature move of his, the giant swing. And luckily for Ortiz, Cesaro decided not to give him the full 100 rotations. Now Ortiz has Cesaro where he wants him. Elbow to the back of the head. Cesaro looked for a chop. It did not happen for him there. Cesaro, though, able to take down Ortiz. And look, another swing. Ortiz ain't going to be seen straight for a week. He'll be walking around in circles, thinking he's walking a straight line for the next, well, probably, well, I mean, he's able to walk now, so really didn't last that long, but, you know, it's still effective. Now, Ortiz is looking on as Santana and Sheamus go fist to head, fist to head, fist to head. And Santana comes up with the advantage. It's been a while, guys. Cut me some slack, okay? Sheamus now tags out to Cesaro. Sheamus with the rolling senton. And now Cesaro takes him down, but he gets caught into an armbar by Santana. Santana has street smarts and ring smarts as he hit a suplex there on Cesaro, but Cesaro counters the powerbomb attempt with a backdrop that sends Santana all the way down to the outside. Sheamus looks to be getting involved here as Santana applies a submission hold to Cesaro. Now look at this. Double team powerbomb on the outside. Santana needs to get back into the ring. Now Santana and Ortiz with a double team on Cesaro, taking him down. Count of 13, Cesaro back into the ring, and now Santana back in as well. Santana gets sent off the rope. Cesaro with the amazing power. Able to throw him up in the air, but now look at that. Low blow, completely legal. Cesaro definitely needs a tag after that. Needs to rest the nards. Ortiz with the cover on Sheamus. Sheamus able to kick out. Sheamus with a huge knee drop to the head. Brutal stuff here as he does it again. Ortiz and Sheamus going at it. Sheamus with the forearm to the face. Took him down to the mat. A count of 1 before Ortiz is able to get the shoulder up. Sheamus with the knees to the back of the head now. Really utilizing those knees here tonight. And he goes behind Ortiz. A tag to Cesaro. Big brogue kick to the back of the head. Somehow, though, Ortiz continuing to fight on. Continuing to show his pride here in this match. And now, Cesaro and Ortiz going to work on one another. Cesaro ends up getting the upper hand with the uppercut. Now the sharpshooter, those ropes cannot save him. Is he going to give up? No, Santana able to break it up for his partner, saving his partner from certain doom there. Cesaro gets caught by Ortiz. Ortiz now with the tag to his partner. Man who he considers to be his brother. Even though it may not be by blood, these two men may be closer than brothers. Now, Santana going to work on Cesaro. He runs off the ropes. Huge kick to the face. Standing. Big boy senton. Goes behind. Elbow to the back of the head, and Cesaro might be out cold. Cesaro is out on his feet. He gets lifted up. No, he gets his bearings back together, regains consciousness, and able to counter there. Tags out to Sheamus. Sheamus now. Another brogue kick to the back of the head. That is it, folks. A bad debut for Proud and Pout. No, he kicked out. Santana kicked out. And now Ortiz with the powerbomb. I thought it was over. I counted him out. And I made a mistake. I should not have counted them out because Ortiz and Santana showing their heart tonight. As Santana gets dropped with the white noise by Sheamus. Santana able to get a much needed tag. Double team suplex. Sends Sheamus off the apron, crashing down to the floor. And again, for the second time in this match, all 4 men now getting into a brawl on the outside. This ain't just a tag team match. This is a Pier 6 brawl, as Gordon Soley would say. And now Santana fighting off both members of the bar. I can't even, to be honest with you, remember who the legal men are. Cesaro and Santana back in the ring. I don't know if either one of them is the legal men. Now Ortiz back into the ring. Count of 17, and Sheamus able to get back in the ring. I commend Stephanie Caff here in her first night to be able to keep track of who were the legal men there. The cover by Sheamus and a kick out. What a show. What a match. Now Ortiz lifts him up. Suplex sends Sheamus to the floor. Cesaro in the ring now going to work on Ortiz. No, Ortiz catches a Death Valley driver in the ring as Santana attempts to keep Sheamus outside for the count of 20. Big forearm to the face of Sheamus and drives him headfirst into the floor. But now you saw there, Ortiz was sent to the outside. But pile driver on the floor. My God. Cesaro now with the neutralizer. My God, what carnage. 15, 16, 17, and they make it back into the ring. My God. Sheamus barely made it back in. He needs a tag. So does Ortiz. And now Ortiz, or I should say Santana, and Cesaro are our legal men. Huge enziguri to the head of Cesaro. Santana off the top. 450 splash. Goes up top again. A second 450 splash. So nice, he did it twice. Lifts him up. Another pile driver. Cesaro though counters. Got him up. Stalling suplex. The sharpshooter. And Santana taps out. It's over. The bar put a stop to Santana and Ortiz's debut, and they get the win in one hell of a match. But it's time now for 3 debuts in the women's division. Here we are with our first women's match of Season 2, and it involves 3 new fighters here in the Brutality Pro Wrestling Federation roster. Kairi Sane, AJ Lee, and Rhea Ripley make their Brutality debut. We see starting off, look at this pin quickly by AJ, but it's a kick out. And this is a big match, as the winner of this match will join another triple threat match to determine the #1 contenders for Toni Storm's BPWF Women's Championship. So this is a big first night for all 3 of these ladies, as they will gain a spot into that triple threat #1 contenders match if they win. And if they do win and they do make it to that #1 contenders match, and let's say they were to win, they have a low chance of defeating Toni Storm, because Toni Storm last year went undefeated, had the undeniable best record and best year in Brutality Season 1 with a record of 5-0. She dominated competition and no one could even touch her. So one of these women could look to face Toni Storm. Someone else in the Brutality Pro Wrestling Federation roster could face Toni Storm, but I don't know if they can beat her because she seems unbeatable. Let's focus on the action at hand as a submission hold is applied to AJ Lee. Rhea Ripley just watching it, almost as if she just enjoys watching others get put through pain. Standing switch there by AJ Lee. Forearm to the face by Rhea Ripley, though, was able to get her away. Now AJ, look at this. Wow, what a Hurricane Rana into the cover. 1 and a kick out by Kairi Sane. Now AJ Lee drops Rhea Ripley with that side headlock. AJ, huge Hurricane Rana into the cover, but a kick out or a breakup there by Rhea Ripley. These triple threat matches, multi-person matches in general, so hard to call because it's just action going on 100% of the time. You can never keep up, as 3 different competitors all try to kill each other in the ring. Look at the submission hold. My God, that was brutal by Rhea Ripley there, but luckily for Kairi Sane, AJ Lee was able to break it up before Rhea broke her legs in half. Kairi takes down Rhea. AJ, though, able to break it up. And now the octopus, no, not octopus, the abdominal stretch, I should say, by Kairi Sane, but Rhea Ripley was able to get out of it, gains the advantage, but AJ Lee's right there. AJ and Kairi much more on the same scale as it comes to height, whereas Rhea Ripley way taller than both of these women here. Now a submission hold applied, Fujiwara armbar, but it was broken up by Rhea Ripley. Rhea, though, gets DDT'd by AJ. Double stop off the top, but nobody was home. Kairi with the sharpshooter here, and AJ Lee was able to get out of it. Jawbreaker on Rhea, the quick cover, and a kick out from Rhea. Oh, what a lariat. My God, Rhea Ripley just took AJ Lee's head off. AJ with the forearm to the face of Kairi. Kairi, though, takes her down again with that side headlock. And now the Boston Crab. Is AJ going to submit? No. Rhea Ripley able to break it up before Kairi Sane made AJ humble. Double drop kick there by AJ and Kairi. They really need to work together here tonight if they want to take out Rhea Ripley. Maybe it would be best if they both took out Rhea Ripley and then focused on each other. Look at this technical wrestling going on right now here in the Brutality ring. We're not just all about blood and guts. We have some technicality as well. And I don't know if that was the right use of the word technicality, but I digress. Rhea Ripley with the elbow to the back of the head of Kairi. She focuses her attention on AJ. AJ, though, able to counter into a... she was looking for a move there, but was countered again by Rhea. Backslide by AJ. 1, 2. Rhea Ripley able to break it up. Goes behind. Standing switch by AJ. AJ gets sent to the outside by Kairi. And now Kairi and Rhea, the only 2 in the ring. Double stomp to the back. And now look at the Lion Tamer. My God. But look at this pin by Kairi. 1. No, only a 1 count. Now the Fujiwara armbar by AJ is broken up. Rhea Ripley and AJ now working together on Kairi. Double enziguri. Rhea continuing the assault on Kairi. Kairi, though, able to get out of it with the elbow to the face. Rolling senton to AJ Lee. AJ lifted up. Stalling suplex. Stalling. My God, look at the strength of Rhea Ripley. She says this is her brutality. Can she prove it here tonight? AJ with the big forearm to the face as we were 10 minutes gone in this 30-minute time limit match. Rhea Ripley and Kairi Sane going at it now. Kairi looked maybe for an ankle lock, but Rhea Ripley was able to get out of it. Hurricane Rana by AJ into the cover. 1, 2, no! 2.9. Another big move from Kairi, the neck breaker on AJ. And now Kairi bringing the chops to the chest of Rhea Ripley, but she could get choked out here by AJ. Kairi, though, luckily saved by Rhea Ripley there. Not a sentence I thought I'd ever say. Forearm to the face of AJ, I almost called AJ Lee AJ Styles. Definitely not AJ Styles, although they do have similar hair. AJ, standing switch on Rhea Ripley, forearm to the face. Big lariato. And she is down. Kairi Sane, big insane elbow. 1, 2, and 3. Kairi Sane gets a victory, and she is heading on to the #1 contenders match for the Women's Championship of the World after she defeats both AJ Lee and Rhea Ripley in all 3 of these women's debut match. But ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the biggest match of the night. The King of Brutality tournament starts next in a huge first round match. The current BPWF Intercontinental Champion, Pete Dunne, is looking to ruin the much anticipated debut of the self-proclaimed best in the world, CM Punk. And if he can get past Dunne tonight and win this tournament, he certainly will be considered among the best in the world. But in my mind, these two men don't need to prove anything. They already are 2 of the best. But tonight we will see who is better out of the 2 of them as the IC champ makes his way to the ring. Unlike Minoru Suzuki, Pete Dunne does not have to defend his title in this tournament. So this is a non-title match, and here comes CM Punk. It has been 6 years since CM Punk has stepped foot in a wrestling ring, and tonight he is back. The straight edge hero, CM Punk, hailing from Chicago, Illinois, takes a seat in the center of the ring as if to say, "This is my new home." David Cath calls for the bell in our main event. The first match in the first round of the King of Brutality tournament is underway. I'm going to read you the rules of the tournament here as this match kicks off. The world champion must defend in each round. Time limits are 20 minutes. There are no DQs, no decounts, or no countouts, not decounts. I don't know what the hell a decount is. I got an idea, but I don't want to say it. If a World Championship match goes to a draw, this is interesting. If the World Championship match goes to a draw, the championship will be decided in the finals. So that means if Minoru Suzuki and AJ Styles, when they go at it in the first round, if that match goes to a draw, the title will be stripped from Minoru Suzuki, and the winner of the entire tournament will be the champion. Basically, the way this tournament is designed is that the winner of the tournament will be the undisputed BPWF World Champion. So a ton is on the line here in the inaugural King of Brutality tournament, or the KOB1, if you wish to call it that. I'm going to read off for you the matches that you will be seeing in the first round. Besides this one, next week it's going to be Jon Moxley versus Tomohiro Ishii, 2 men who had a rivalry last year where Moxley was able to get the better of Ishii. Matt Riddle will then be making his debut against Rob Van Dam in a very specific type of match there. If you look at who are And they both smoke weed. Okay? Now that we got that out of the way, AJ Styles and Minoru Suzuki will then fight in the last match of the first round for the BPWF Championship. So, let's get into this one. Pete Dunne. I don't know if you heard, I was rubbing my fingers or my hands together as I am so excited for this match. CM Punk's first time wrestling in over 6 years, and what a way to come back. Is the ring rust going to take part in this match? I don't know. We have to wait and see. But Pete Dunne definitely wants to show the world that he is better than CM Punk. And CM Punk wants to show the world that he's still got it. Pete Dunne known for those strikes, but Punk is known for his strikes as well, as they continue to kick each other in the chest. But in the end, Pete Dunne able to take down Punk, but he collapses as well. They lock up. Punk sends him off the ropes. He goes off the ropes as well. Goes for some sort of move there, maybe some sort of kick there, but did not connect. Instead, he's able to hit the neck breaker. And now, oh my God, burning lariat by Pete Dunne. Super kick to the back of the head, but Punk wasn't even phased. Shining Wizard. That was pop for the Shining Wizard. Now, CM Punk looks for a suplex counter by the Bruiserweight. Speaking of the Bruiserweight, he runs off the ropes. Huge kick to the face of the Straight Edge Savior. Called him the Straight Edge Hero earlier tonight. I apologize for that, as he'll probably want to kill me after that. Hopefully he doesn't go all crawl on the third floor on me. Oh my God! What a knee to the face! That could be it! Oh! I thought Pete Dunne had just ruined CM Punk's big return to wrestling with that knee to the face. Punk must have been out for a few minutes there. I'm sure he's used to being knocked out after all this MMA training he's gone through. Oh my God, and you see it on display there. What a combination by CM Punk. Punk off the ropes. Big knee to the back of the head. He shows that he's got some hard knees as well. 2 kicks by Punk. He's countered into an Irish whip, comes right back into the boot of Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne, one of the hardest hitting fighters here. And Brutality as he drops CM Punk. Brutality is the name of the game, and that is what these two men are bringing here. Oh, that was almost it. Another big combination from CM Punk, but it gets caught. Pete Dunne looked for the bitter end. It's countered by Punk. Punk, though, with the stunner there. Not something we see every day from CM Punk. Maybe in this time off, he's gained some new maneuvers. Pete Dunne lifts up CM Punk to the Orange Crush. Power bomb. 1, 2, no. What a big kick out. Bitter end. 1, 2, has he done it? No! CM Punk got the shoulder up at the very last moment. Looks for another Orange Crush, but Punk, oh my God, what a kick to the back of the head. Enziguri to the head of Punk. Both men down. Pete Dunne got back up, but he's out of breath. He went for that punch, it missed. Punk with another Falcon Arrow. He did the deal. Is that gonna be it? No. Pete Dunne kicks out. Another combination of intense strikes by CM Punk. Pete Dunne grabs him, brings him to the center of the ring, and connects with an elbow. Now driving the knee of Punk into the mat. Pete Dunne, oh, he gets caught. Uranagi. Uranagi by Punk. He usually follows that with the Anaconda Vice, but he's too gassed. That ring rest might be coming into effect. Never mind. GTS. And Pete Dunne has been sent to sleep. 1, 2, and no! A kick out by Dunne. Dunne goes for the forearm. It missed. Super kick by Dunne. Right on the jaw. Right to the balls with that knee. My God. Uranagi. Punk. Another. Uranagi. The Anaconda Vice is the Intercontinental Champion. Gonna tap out. David Caff repeatedly asking. No, he got out of it. He escaped. And these two men, neither man will give up. Punk fired up. Huge heel kick to the face. He gets back up. Pete Dunne, though, getting dirty here with that eye rake. Goes for another orange crush, but it's countered by Punk. Oh my god, he got caught in the back of the head, and he was knocked out cold with that rolling forearm. Punk's back up. He's back to consciousness. Gets sent off to the ropes. Another super kick to the face of Punk. Forearm to the face, and Punk collapses once more. Punk is in a bad spot. But as I say that, another shining wizard. The knee to the face of Dunne. Punk trying to capitalize. Goes behind. Elbow to the face by Dunne. Now Dunne sends CM Punk into the corner. CM Punk counters though. Another shining wizard. But Pete Dunne's up first. What the hell? What is it going to take for either man to put the other away? Punk just now returning to wrestling and already putting on a classic. Look at this. This is just pure brutality. That's why it's called brutality, folks. CM Punk with a double stop off the top ropes. Adjust the wrist tape. Climbs up once more. A senton. Punk is breaking out all of the stops. Again climbing to the top rope. A second senton. Both men are up. Pete Dunne, though, able to send CM Punk to the outside. Oh, stunner there by Punk. We got to remember, we got to keep the time limit in our minds as we're getting close to it here at 16 minutes and a half out of 20. Look at this. Tombstone on the chair. Pete Dunne is trying to end CM Punk's career right when it's just been restarted. He's just completely murdering him with the chair. Punk went for the knee. It missed. Punk gets caught. Orange crush on the outside. Both men are down. But somehow Punk's back up. There are no countouts. These men can fight out here as long as they want. Except there is the time limit in play. As we're getting closer to it, Pete Dunne looks for the bitter end on the outside. He's able to get out of the way, but he could not get out of the way of that big knee to the face by Punk. Punk is back in the ring, daring Pete Dunne to get back in. We have about 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left. Huge super kick. Uh-oh. We saw this earlier. Again! Dunne with the knees. 1, 2, 3! What an upset! Pete Dunne has just absolutely shocked the entire world and has defeated CM Punk in the first classic match of Season 2. I think the ring rust got the better of CM Punk there. At times, he made some big mistakes. And sadly for him, it cost him as he loses in the first round. But it's not all that depressing for him. He will be continuing his run here in Brutality. But it's a very big loss for him and a huge win, possibly the biggest win of Pete Dunne's career. I want to thank you for watching. Next week, Brutality will be uploaded to the A-Lex YouTube channel on Saturday, not Sunday. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you later.